guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing my thoughts after doing the 30-day hair detox, or the no oils and butters challenge. So this will be kind of the last video in the series. I will probably do some updates in the future, but this is kind of, I guess, the end of this little series that I've been doing for the last few weeks. So I have been doing this challenge for the last, it's been over 30 days now. I've done it for at least 4 wash days. It's actually been 5 wash days, but a couple of the wash days I did after like 6 days instead of 7. So yeah, it's definitely over 30 days anyway. And so I do have some thoughts and I wanted to share with you what they are. So I've written down my thoughts. So if I'm looking down, that's why. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed since doing this challenge, I used to get an itchy scalp at the end of the week just before wash day, and I just thought that was normal. I just thought, you know, my scalp's dirty, it needs a wash. It was almost like a signal for me to wash my hair. But now I haven't had that at all. I'm still washing the same frequency because I always washed my hair once a week. But now, yeah, I don't get the itchy scalp on day 6 or 7 at all. My sign to wash my hair is just really more that it's getting frizzy and it just needs to be restyled. So I see that as a huge plus because, yeah, my scalp is not being irritated at all. I mean, I wouldn't say that my scalp was being irritated before, but the only thing I can think of is that that itchy scalp was because the oils were sitting on my scalp and, you know, causing it to itch. And obviously now, because I've been using much lighter products and no oils or butters, there's less build up on my scalp. So I probably sometimes could go longer than 7 days without washing my hair, but the rules of the challenge are that you wash your hair every 5 to 7 days anyway. So the second thing I've noticed while doing this challenge, which was kind of obvious really that this was going to be a thing, but wash days are an absolute breeze. They're so quick. They've literally been cut in half compared to what they used to be. What with pre-pooing, shampooing, and then I wouldn't condition usually, but I would deep condition, and I'd leave that deep conditioner on for at least 45 minutes, so I'd have to wait for that. And then I would be putting my leave-in, and then my oil or butter or thick moisturizer, and then I'd like my styler at the end. So the whole thing would take at least double the time. But now, obviously, I've cut out the pre-poo step, so all I do is shampoo, condition, which I don't leave on, I just like have it on in the shower, detangle my hair, and then that's the shower stuff done. And then after that, I am straight into styling with like 1 or 2 products. Well, actually, it's been 1 product, but within the challenge, you can use 2 if you want. But I've been just using either a gel or a mousse. So it's basically only 3 steps that I've been doing. Obviously, it's just really, really quick. For the first time the other day, which I would have never even considered before this challenge, I did my hair in the evening before going out. And yeah, I just never would have even thought that that was possible. Like, whenever I've done my hair in the past, it's been first thing in the morning, so I've got a few hours to do it and then a few hours to let it dry. But I actually started my hair at like 5 p.m, which I never do. Actually, it was the style that I've got right now. But yeah, I started my hair at 5 p.m. because I knew it wasn't going to take very long, and yeah, just had it done in like under an hour, maybe an hour. It feels good to know that if I really need to do my hair, I can do it anytime. I've always got time to do my hair, rather than thinking I'm not going to start my hair because it's going to take like 3 hours and I don't have the time, or I need to set aside a whole day to do my hair. You know, it used to be something that I would have to really plan in advance and have a day and a set time for it. Now I can just be like, oh, I should wash my hair, and just do it. So that's a really huge plus as well. So this is a really interesting one actually. These are in no particular order, by the way. They're just the order that I wrote them down. But this one is possibly one of the best. It's the one that surprised me the most. I have noticed I've had a lot less shedding. Like, I hardly have any shedding at all. So when I detangle my hair in the shower, and I do that with my conditioner, I check the brush afterwards and there's literally no hair on it, like hardly any at all anyway. Like I used to, before I started this challenge, at the end of the detangling process, and this is after pre-pooing and kind of I would semi-detangle in the pre-poo stage, and then I would fully detangle when I deep conditioned. And the combination of those two detangling processes, I would take the hair out of the brush at the end and have to stick it on the shower wall, and it would always be disgusting. Like, there's so much there. But since I've been doing this challenge, I don't know how this has had something to do with it, because I can't really explain it, but I have had very little shedding. So when I take the hair out of the brush, like there's not even really enough to put on the wall. Like there's just nothing there. So I don't know how to explain that. As I said, I don't know the science behind this method or anything. I'm just telling you what I've experienced, and this is definitely something that has been apparent since starting the challenge. So the fourth thing I've noticed is that, and this is kind of an obvious one, but my hair suds up on the first shampoo. It took a while for that to happen. So I think in the first 2 wash days, I still definitely had to shampoo twice, and I still do shampoo twice. But the first 2 wash days, I think the first shampoo, it wasn't as sudsy, whatever the word is, but the most recent 2 or 3 shampoos that I've done, I could probably get away with just shampooing the once, and I have done it twice anyway, because I think that's also one of the rules of the challenge or recommendations. I'm not sure exactly, but you definitely are supposed to properly cleanse your hair like as much as possible and get everything out when you shampoo. So I've been continuing to do 2 shampoos anyway. But on the first shampoo, the suds are as much as I would get on the second shampoo before. So that shows me that my hair has a lot less build up on it. So yeah, that's really good to know that my hair is much cleaner on wash day than it was before. So there's a lot less to get off. So the fourth thing I noticed is that my hair falls better. I don't know if you can notice from other videos, but I've definitely noticed this. My hair now feels like it has more movement to it, like it feels more natural. I feel like even when I had a good hair day before, it would be like, oh, it looks great like that, but it wouldn't it wouldn't really move. But I just feel like my hair is falling way more naturally. Hopefully you can understand from just looking at it, like just shaking it, it just feels more natural. Like I feel like it falls better and it hangs better. Yeah, it doesn't feel as stiff. Yeah, that's probably a good way to explain it. It just doesn't feel as stiff. So even before, when my hair looked good at the beginning of the week, I feel like it looked good in that one position, but move and get one hair out of place and it would kind of then be like look awkward. But I feel like now my hair just, I can do anything with it. I don't have to leave it in one way, if you know what I mean. Like, I can kind of pull it up and then just let it fall and it still looks good. Well, I mean, yeah, so I can have my parting on, well, I don't even have a parting today, but I can have it hanging over that side, or I can have it over that side. It still looks good. Whereas before, I'd almost be scared to touch my hair because I'd be like, oh no, it only looks good in this position, so don't touch it. Now I feel like I can move my head around, I can move my hair around, I can change up which side it's falling, I can have it on either side, I can have it in the middle, Like I usually have, as you know, a middle parting, which is my preferred look. I don't really like side partings, but I kind of think I like having the option to move it around. My hair is just more free flowing and I feel like I have a lot more options with it, and it's not like this you know, precious crown on my head that I can't touch. It looks great, but just don't touch it. The sixth thing that I noticed is, well, not noticed, it's just a fact. I am using way less products. So for me, I tend to travel a lot. I'm always in a different place. As you can tell from my backgrounds and my videos, it's always different. So yeah, I do a lot of moving from here to there. So I can't really build up a huge product collection anyway, but as most curly girls will know, most of us do anyway, even if we don't intend to. So I've always got to carry around a huge bag of my hair products. Since starting this challenge, I've had a lot less because really I only need a shampoo, a conditioner and a styler. They're the basics that I need. I don't need a pre-poo, I don't need a leave-in, I don't need a mask, I don't need like a oil. I just need those 3 products. Obviously I've got more than one of each with me, but they're the 3 like basic minimum products that I need. So if I am going on a quick trip somewhere, I can just take literally my 3 favorites. I can even pick up 3 products in the place I'm going, and you know, it's not going to break the bank. I don't have to like set up a whole new product collection every time I travel somewhere. And if you're not the kind of person who likes having a lot of products, maybe you do have a lot of products but you don't really like that and you want to downsize, then this is great because you can really downsize. So the 7th thing is kind of not really a positive or a negative. Before starting this challenge, I heard a lot of people say that your styles would last longer. Now I have also heard that this is like a work in progress type thing, and you have to, it won't immediately happen, but it will happen over time. But personally for me, I haven't found that over the last month anyway, or 5 weeks, that my styles have lasted longer. I would say even in some cases they haven't lasted as long. Like in last week's video, I showed you how my hair was frizzy after like 4 days and it was a complete mess. It hasn't been like that every week, but I would say my hair is probably frizzier a bit sooner, especially when I use a mousse over a gel. Not so much when I use a gel, but regardless, my styles definitely haven't been lasting longer, so I haven't seen that positive change that I've heard other people have had. I don't know if this will change maybe in the future with continued practice of this method, but I will let you know as time goes on whether things change in that respect. But at the same time, I'm getting a lot more volume on day 1 than I was before. I feel like my styles were a lot flatter on day 1 before. Now I'm kind of getting volume from day 1, so it looks good from day 1. So I'd say I'm probably getting the same amount of days of my hair looking good from a style, if you know what I mean. It just starts earlier. So that brings me to my final point or question that I'm going to answer. Will I continue this challenge? And the answer is yes. So I'm going to continue not using oils and butters for sure. Definitely no raw oils or butters. That is the one thing that I think is the main part of this challenge, and the thing that just has given me all the benefits that I've experienced so far. So I'm definitely not going to be touching any oils or any butters for the foreseeable future. I don't miss them at all. I think my hair is way better since I stopped using them. I still use shea butter for my skin because I love the smell of it, but not my hair anymore. I'm not going to be pre-pooing anymore. I just don't. It's just not necessary at all. It's just a step that I'm going to add it on. I don't feel I need at the moment. Obviously some of this may change in the future if the condition of my hair changes and I feel like, oh, actually over time I can see why I did need to pre-poo, you know, maybe that might happen. So never say never with that, but for now I'm not going to be pre-pooing. Deep conditioning, I think I may deep condition like maybe once a month or less, because I do still, like, I haven't noticed any detriment to my hair from not deep conditioning in the last month, but as I said, it is still early days. It's only been 5 weeks. So over time, maybe my hair will start to feel drier and will start to miss the deep conditioning. I'm not sure, we'll see. Of course, I'm gonna update you, but for now, I'm not going to be deep conditioning every week. Before I was deep conditioning every single wash day, and now I might do it once a month, because I actually like the idea of letting my hair soak in like some intense moisture every now and then. So yeah, I probably will use a deep conditioner every now and then, just not every week. As for leave-ins, yes, I want to start using light leave-ins again, because I feel like, as I said, my styles are not lasting any longer, and one thing I did like spray leave-ins for is to refresh your hair in a week, and I haven't been able to do that. So I've always been like halfway through the week when my hair's getting frizzy and losing shine and definition, I've been like, oh, what do? I can't really add anything to my hair. I could add like more product, but then I feel like I don't really want to add more product. I'd rather use just a moisturizing light kind of leave-in to kind of refresh it. So I will probably start using light leave-ins, not thick and heavy ones, but probably just spray ones. I find them really handy for midweek, like day 3, day 4, when your hair's starting to get a bit frizzy, and you can just literally spray it over your hair, just run it through with your fingers, and it just refreshes it, like maybe re-shingle some pieces. And I think that's just a really good way to refresh your hair without like adding more heavy products or, you know, weighing it down too much, but you just want a bit of extra shine and get rid of some of those frizz and flyaways. So that is why I will be probably going back to leave-ins. I'm not sure if I'll use leave-ins on wash day, maybe. I might do if I'm styling with a mousse, because in my, was it my last video or the video before, I mentioned that when I'm styling with a mousse and I haven't added any other products to my hair, sometimes the brush got a little bit caught, because mousses aren't particularly, they don't have a lot of slip. So it might help to use a spray leave-in before I'm styling with a mousse to help the brush glide through my hair while I'm styling with the mousse. So that's another reason why I may be using a light spray leave-in in the future. But again, it's not going to be something I'm doing every single wash day. I'm gonna take it day by day, and just, it depends how I'm planning to style my hair, how my hair feels on that day as well, whether I feel like it maybe needs just an extra little bit of moisture. I'm not going to be going back to using plasticky gels, as some people call them, but basically that just means like the thick, heavy gels with bad ingredients in them. I'm going to continue really checking my gels to make sure that they are botanical and they have a lot of moisturizing properties and a lot of good ingredients that I can actually read and understand, and I'm not going to sit on my hair and weigh my hair down. So that is something I'm really going to continue to pay attention to when it comes to the gels I'm using. And that kind of goes for like all the hair products I'm using, like from the shampoo to the styler. I'm gonna keep checking that the ingredients are good. I'm gonna be avoiding silicones from now on, which I wasn't before. I didn't think silicones were a big deal, but now I feel like they are. I feel like they're in the same realm as oils in the way that they weigh your hair down and coat it and cause build-up. So yeah, I won't be going back to using silicones at all. But yeah, that's about it really. So it's just about, for me, going forward, it's just about paying attention to what's in my hair products, being a bit more conscious about, you know, the ingredients being good ingredients that I can understand, that are good for my hair, and just cutting down on the steps, the unnecessary steps, and kind of feeling my hair and working with my hair. As I said, going forward, things may change, so stay tuned, because, you know, in a month's time I might say, you know what, I'm going back to deep conditioning every week because I think my hair needs it, or I might say I'm gonna start pre-pooing again because this happened. I don't know, like I would never say never to anything, and I don't follow anything like super strictly, but I'm just so glad that I tried this challenge and I've learned the things that I've learned, because I think my hair has really benefited. It's only really positives that have come out of this for me so far. So yeah, but as I said, if anything changes, I will let you know. So stay tuned for any future updates. But that is it for this video. I hope you found it useful, and if it makes you want to try this challenge, then that's good. And if you've been trying it with me, then I hope you had good results too. Let me know if you have been doing it with me, and tell me what your thoughts were, if you agree with anything I've said, if you disagree with anything I've said, if you have anything to add, that'd be great. I love reading your comments and responding. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.